Alrighty, traders, it is market update time. There's been a lot of things that's been going on right now across these markets and I think there's one particular market that I really believe that once it breaks a certain level of resistance, I think it's going to blow. Don't place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty, traders, so let's get into the market today. So I really want to sort of focus on and cover obviously the overall markets here. But one of the big things I am noticing across the board right now is just how many people don't understand these markets on a deepest, like fundamental level, how these things work, right? Your trading approach is based off not a solid foundation when you're looking at when looking and trading the markets, right? It's not a solid foundation. And what I mean by that is that you're using an indicator like a stochastic RSI MACD to help you gauge what's going on in the markets right now. When it's actually not that, right? It's more about understanding how these markets operate and flow on a deeper level without any of the indicators or everything you see on the screen, right? And just looking at it from a market perspective and really understanding that there. So let's go look at the actual stock market itself. Let's go look it through and we'll have a bit of a short-term TA across all these markets. So today the Dow Jones had a small little update. We did come back down through here. We actually had around about a 50% retracement from there to there. Now we held, and now we're getting another push to the upside, and now we're slowly pushing to the upside right here on this level right here as we speak, right? So we are definitely getting a very big push to the upside when it comes to the Dow Jones. I think the Dow Jones is getting ready for a really, really nice move to the upside, and a really nice move can also mean like small bars, right? So as you can see, right, small bar, small bar, small bar, small bar, small. It could just do that, right? It could just be making small bars all the way up. There's a small bar, there's a small bar. Like that's what can do, right? It doesn't have like the rocket ship type of thing, but it's just like nice and easy, and just slowly going to the upside, right? So that's what you can see what's going on there with the Dow Jones. Looking at the Nasdaq as well too. Nasdaq actually made a beautiful, beautiful higher low through here. And now we're coming back up to this level of resistance through here. So if we can actually hold here for a bit, then I do see that we're probably likely to see this thing hold and break up and make a nice move all the way back up to the top up here on the Nasdaq. Now the Nasdaq has actually been, if you think about this from a perspective, is that the Nasdaq has been probably quite weak for the last sort of since May, really. Up, down, up, down, up, down. And that's because we just had such an incredible, there's the AI sector, right? The AI sector has, the AI sector has been obviously the dominant power in the markets, right? So that's been the big dominant power in the markets. But when that being said, the thing we want to focus on here is if you're ever looking at a sector, think about sectors going cycles, right? So if a sector is hot right now, everyone's talking about it. Well, it's probably not a good idea to go down that path, right? What path do you want to go down? You want to go down a path where no one wants to get involved with it, no one's talking about it, not many people are even seeing it, right? Because they're so focused on, hey, look at this. Look at the banana over here, right? Look at the banana. Oh my goodness, look at the monkey. Look at the monkey dancing. And then behind the scene, there's a burning building behind you, and you're not even focused on the burning building, right? Anyway, I hope I hope that makes sense. The purpose of what I'm saying here is that we get so focused on the dancing monkey, but we forget to see what's actually going. What we forget to actually really see, like, what's really going on behind the scenes. And so therefore, whatever the sectors are hot, whenever the sectors are really, really hot, we sort of really want to stay away from those sectors from a long-term buy and hold perspective anyway. If you're looking for good investments, then the best thing to do is hop on investments that are likely to be at situations where we haven't actually done much for a while. And so looking at the S&P, nice little beautiful upward trend. Still got the moving average still slowly trending up. If I bring up the last very short term, you can see we actually, look at this here. We actually broke that low, high, low, and now we're staying above here. This actually could be, it's a bit of a do or die for the stock market right now, right? Do or die. What is this? Does it do or does it die? Do is it holds above this level through here. Die, it's probably a bad word, right? But die simply means what? Die simply means that it comes down through to there, right? So die simply means that it just has a bit of a drop to the downside, and we may have another move to the downside from there. Makes sense? So we can see from there down through all through to here, you know, we might get a 4 or 5% drop. So if we hold here and then start to get back below this level through here, then that's going to give us a fake out. Is this a fake out, a false breakout before a big drop or before at least a bit of a short-term drop? Maybe not a big drop, but a bit of a short-term drop in the markets before we actually then start to make our way back up again at the end of the year. So a bit of a do or die right now. Is this a false breakout to the upside? Now looking at things like the Russell, the Russell's actually been quite nice. Well, look at this here. The Russell from a short-term level perspective, we are right at this level here. We've been here basically 3 times in the past. And we really have just been, this last 3 months worth of data, you can see a lot of support through here. A lot of resistance all through the 224. And again, resistance here recently. Now we're getting a little bit of a short-term pullback through here. I do believe the Russell is going to be the strongest one out of most of the indices. I think the Russell is one is that going to start to once we start to get back above this 226 level, I believe we're likely to start to make some really big moves in the markets. Let's go look at the silver price, and silver is just once again silver. There's that silver resistance level all through there, right? We came up, made a high, a low, we rallied up, and now we're just going sideways through here. So that tells me that we're definitely right at a level of significant resistance. You can see we're having a lot of problems breaking through that. But once we do break through that, we could start to see a really nice move coming to the upside. Moving on now through to gold, and gold has just been continuation of a really nice upward trend. Nicely higher lows all the way up, breaking up. We can see what's going on through. If I bring up the actual GLD price, you can see through here, right? Nice higher lows all the way up. We had a little bit of a up move, a little bit of a sideways, and now we're continuation to the upside, and we are still making really strong higher lows. You can see like gap up, small bar, gap up, small bar, gap up, small bar. So that's what we tend to be getting right now when it comes to the GLD price all from there. Let's go look at the USO. And USO right now, and I'm getting some people in the chat box or the comment section said, how can oil be going down and metals be going up? Okay, traders, I want you to be doing one thing in your life. Whenever you start to say, how can this be doing that and this be doing that? Like, that doesn't make sense. Like, how can oil be going down and metals be going up? That doesn't make sense. I want you to think about what you just said there, okay? Is that based off factual? So what you're saying right now is that both metals and oil should go up. Is that what you're saying? They should go together. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to look at your charts, right? Squeeze your charts up. I want you to squeeze your charts up. Squeeze all your charts up. Look at something like the USO or the oil market, right? And you say, okay, I just said that it doesn't make sense to me that oil's going down right now and the metals are going up. That doesn't make sense. Well, who said that they're correlated in the first place? Did you learn that from someone and just take that as factual evidence? If I actually go to the facts and I say, oh, oil has been doing this ever since the start of 2022. The gold market, ever since the start of 2022, this is the start of 2022 here. Right? So let's go back to USO. USO, ever since 2022, flat. The charts look nothing like each other. So once again, do not be correlating things. Do not be saying, well, if the dollar goes down, then gold goes up, and if the dollar's going to go down, then gold's going to go up. Therefore, the gold mining stocks are going to go up. Therefore, I'm going to go buy Barrick Gold. Don't. No, you're going down a rabbit hole, which is Again, look at the actual factual evidence about how these markets operate. And if you're going to say something like that, if gold goes down, how can gold be going up in the and USO and the oil market being going down? That doesn't make sense. Well, who said they're correlated in the first place? Right? And then you start to see what's going on there from that perspective. Because I'm telling you right now, oil market and gold look nothing like each other. So there is no correlation. So just put them in separate categories and just do your analysis from there. Moving on now through to the good old GDXJ and GDXJ. A bit of a sort of model, sort of like an up day, but a bit of a rejection candle day today. But we are still in a very nice upward trend. We had a high, and then we had a really nice move to the upside from here. So still in a very nice strong upward trend from here. I believe we're getting ready to have a really good move out of that one through there. We're looking at the GDXJ through here. We did actually have a lot of resistance around that level through there. You can see that we actually had a lot of resistance, actually possibly even a lot of resistance up through here as well too. So we did come up, come down. Now we had a nice move back to the upside, and now this is what we're seeing. What's going on right now when it comes to what's going on right now with the GDXJ. Let's go to the SIL, and the SIL again. There's this bit of a short-term level of resistance where we are right now, around the $35 level, maybe even a bit higher than that, possibly even up through there, right? That's that long-term resistance all through there. But I do believe once we go sideways through here, we did break above this high through here. So if we can hold through here and then break above that $37 level, then we're probably likely to have a really nice move to the upside. Move over now through to the SILJ. And once again, we're getting a nice strong level of resistance all through there. Maybe even a bit lower, but that's definitely that strong level of resistance through there. Once again, we just made a higher high. So if we can hold here for a bit, then we're probably likely to start to see this thing start to have a really, really, really nice move to the upside from there. And last but not least, guys, let me show the good old Bitcoin. The good old Bitcoin in the markets. And the good old Bitcoin in the markets, the real big long-term picture that I'm seeing right now. Lots of trend lines on here, but let me just take everything off the screen right now. Let me take the moving average off the screen. One thing I'm noticing right now, guys, on the real big picture on Bitcoin is that we're definitely holding here, right? We're not dropping sharply. Notice when the sellers do come in, they tend to come in hard here. Hard. But notice what they're doing right now. They're just very, very, very up and down. So see how it's not coming in hard? Then guess what? This is telling me that there's a real good high probability that very soon there's going to start to make another leg to the upside, and we're probably likely to start to see something like that very, very, very soon out of the actual Bitcoin market.